right.
I need a sip of this before we get started.
I need a drink.
All right. Roll with it.
Count us down.
3, 2.
Wait, who's saying it?
You, apparently. Go.
I can't now. Because you're going to make me laugh.
We're Chase and Ashley, and this is us.
We don't know how to start.
We don't know how to be serious.
Welcome to our podcast. It'll probably be all right. That's really the thing.
That's right.
This is Chase. I'm Ashley. We're married. We're best friends, right?
Sometimes. When we like each other.
This was his idea. This was his big idea. Okay, you want to just out the gate, you're going to describe
20
me.
seconds. Do we need to set a timer? 20 seconds. Give me how would you describe me?
You.
Huh?
You've thought about this because this was
No,
your
I haven't.
idea.
I really haven't had time to think about it.
Okay.
So we've been busy today. All right. So 20 seconds. Ready, set, go.
Funny. Handy. Am I supposed to do sentences or words?
Just whatever you want.
Creative. Steady. Dependable. Musical. Did I say creative? Quiet on the set. That was Max. It's okay. Max is in the background finishing some things. This is our life, guys. Okay, so now you have to describe me.
All right.
In 20 seconds.
Start. All right.
Ready? Go.
Ashley is steady. She is dependable. She is hardworking. She is funny. We laugh a lot. Let's see. What else? She likes to get her nails did, but she uses
they're press-ons.
She likes nice things. Gosh,
you ruined
that was it.
You ruined it.
That was fast.
I like nice things. What kind of nice thing?
Everything nice. She wants expensive cars. She got an expensive taste.
I do not
I have
think
to regulate it.
This is not true. I've had
true.
Darla for 6 years now.
Yeah.
She's got a lot of miles on her and a lot of scratches. She is the company vehicle.
Okay. All right. So that's me and Ashley. So we'll talk about our family. So we're a family of 4. Claire and Max. Claire is 12. Max is 11. And they are both incredible kids. And we're happy to parent them most days.
We have 1 dog, 3 cats, plus barn cats that we don't even know. They fathered one of our cats. Yeah. I had some good Leo stuff that we could share at some point because he is really special. Our dog is very special.
And special ways.
All right, currently, let's just give like a quick we own a business together. Chase Tie Photography is the umbrella of all things. I run the school portrait side of our business. So we have 27-ish, 28 schools. We do fall and spring portraits and class pictures and yearbooks and all those things. So that's what I do. What do you do?
And I started in 2024 a real estate photography business, not real estate business. Real estate photography, and I do marketing and pictures and videos and all the things drawn for real estate agents.
Yes.
So,
this was always Chase's plan. He always wanted to be full-time in photography. That was his from the beginning when we got married. I started out as a paralegal when we were married. And I had been a paralegal for like 7 or 8 years. And then I switched to like software development. I was like an analyst. And then he always wanted me to edit for him. And I always said no because I was not interested. and he wore me down. And I started editing for him because he is colorblind. Did you want me to share that?
Secrets?
So I always had to check his work anyway. And so then just little by little, he started, would you just do this for me? Would you just? And then here we are.
I'm a good delegator.
Yeah, he hasn't edited anything in years. No, I'm just kidding. It's not true. My dream was to own an event space, and I achieved that dream in 2018, and quickly realized that was not for me long term.
You loved it.
I did love it.
You loved every part of it.
But it was very...
It was tough on the family because we had young kids.
They were little.
And it was not as profitable as it could have been-ish.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Basically, people don't want to pay what it would be worth for someone to plan an entire birthday party for them, start to finish, all decorations, a cake, like doing all the things. And so I was trying to keep it reasonable, but in the end, I was doing all this running around and not making much money. But then the Lord kind of closed that door for me because we were either going to have to move locations or shut her down. And we did. We shut it down at the
I had to
end
pull her out of it.
Of 2019. And I grieved it, but then I don't know if we can say the C word on here.
We can say COVID. It's stupid COVID.
Yeah, but okay. Stuff gets censored. So
okay, well, we'll put...
If it bleeps us...
Yeah, whatever.
Quarantine happened.
Luckily for us, we jumped out of it at the beginning of 2020 before all that happened. And it was just a God thing that we
weren't paying for a building that no one could be in.
Exactly.
Go back to what you were doing when you were in the banking world.
Yeah, so I've been in banking for 6.5 years, moved into mortgage for 4.5-ish. And then when the mortgage things kind of started going up, rates were going up, I stepped back into banking for a little bit. And then we were just trying to figure out a way, because I'm not made to sit at a desk all day long and process applications and all that kind of stuff. I'm a get out and go and do. So I had a lot of connections through the mortgage business with real estate agents. So that opened up that door, and God just kind of worked it out for us to step into that, and it has taken off and done really well. Mm-hmm. So we've been happy with that. And
the real change happened, though. I do need to say this. I have always been a W-2 person. I like a W-2 in the household. Mm-hmm. And so the thought of us both being, like, I've been home since Max was born, pretty much. So I was not the one carrying a W-2, he was. And so it just scared me to do that. And I held on to that, and I did not want to let it go. And the Lord dealt with me pretty heavy. And one day I just told Chase, like, I got to be honest with you. The Lord has told me I have to release this to let him do whatever he's going to do. And basically he said, let me grab my purse, and never went back. I mean, he did go back, but like the wheels turned very fast after I was like, okay. So that's how we ended up where we are.
Yep. So we started the podcast. I pushed her off the ledge. She is not all into this, so y'all give her some love whenever you're in the comments. But we just wanted to, number one, we get asked a lot about, how do we parent our kids? How do we, whatever, how are you handling this crazy world that we live in with them?
How do you run a small business together?
Yes.
And still be together.
Not kill each other. There are days we want to. But we try to stay in our lanes.
Those days we're coworkers. No,
yeah. We try to stay in our lanes. This is the most important part of that. But we just wanted to provide some laughs. We wanted to do some things. We want to bring in guest speakers and people that we know that have similar stories to us, or even different stories than us, and just provide entertainment, but also biblically based, faith-based, and then talk about family and how we raise our kids and all the things that go on with that. So,
okay, I have to tell you what I saw on the way home.
Okay.
Okay. It's a bright, I was coming home. We had what did you do this morning? I forgot to ask you. What are all the things you did this morning?
What do you mean?
Like how many shoots did you have? What did you do?
Oh, yeah. So I helped you set up this morning.
At the school.
Had to be there at 7:30.
Yeah.
And then I left there and met with a guy about some headshots he's got coming up. And then I left there and I went to Westminster to do a shoot, Walhalla to do a shoot, and then back to Seneca for a shoot. So 3 shoots today.
Yep, we
call all before 2:30.
Yep, we call it running and gunning.
Yeah.
And we just had a school this morning, so me and 3 of our photographers were at an elementary school this morning. Okay, so I was on my way home from Anderson. Mm-hmm. It was a very brightly colored truck. It was like hot pink and yellow, and it just really stood out. And so I was like, oh my gosh, what kind of business could that be? So I was like excited to get up to it. And the tagline said, "They poop, we scoop." It was like a dog poop scoop company. I have a lot of questions. Like, really, I have a lot of questions. Like
what kind of questions?
Like, are you like scooping at like dog parks, or someone is paying you to come to their yard?
Yeah,
and
they do houses.
I just can't.
House calls.
And he had like a big old Rubbermaid in the back of his truck that had his tools in it. Anyway, do you remember how we used to handle poop at the Greenville apartment?
Just sling it as far as we could in the woods.
When we got married, we lived in this bougie, gated apartment complex because we thought we were something. And they had a lot of rules. That's pretty much should have been our first sign that we're not made for HOAs and community rules. Like, you can't, Chase is that raccoon that says, don't tell me what to do. Like, that is his, anyway. So they had big rules about poop, about keeping it clean. You had to bag it up and all this stuff. Well, we bought a shovel, remember? And we would flick it into the woods. Because our apartment backed up to wood. So there was nothing there that was not somebody's property. Like, it was not developed, whatever. So we would flick it into the woods. Anyway.
So I got to tell you about the sign that I saw yesterday.
Okay.
It's pretty clever if you think about it.
Okay.
It says, "We fill your holes."
What does that mean?
I think they fill dirt. But it just said, "We fill your holes."
What's the one that Claire loves on the way to church? It's your girlfriend. It says something about your girlfriend. I think it's jewelry or something. I'll have to ask her.
I don't know.
Every time she's like, that's so clever. Anyway, we are sitting in my office, which is, Chase did all these built-ins because he's very handy. Because he's also why would I pay somebody if I can figure out how to do this by myself? And he goes to YouTube University for whatever project he's taken on. And he has his probably be all right mentality, and it comes out good.
Yeah, the drawers close.
They do. They're soft close. Yeah. Like they're really good.
There might be a little gap over there between the doors or something,
but you don't show people that stuff. Okay, so tell them what we started last week and last weekend.
Yeah, well, if you know us and follow us on Facebook, we started a pool project. So we're putting in a pool. It is just a liner pool. We ain't doing anything fancy.
In ground. We get that question a lot. It's in ground.
So we have started it last weekend. I think I about died on Saturday evening. I was worn out.
It was a lot.
It was a lot.
We had somebody. So my only caveat to this whole thing is there are just certain things that I wanted him to outsource. So we had somebody dig it that digs pools. So it was like cut like it was so precise. And then electrical he's going to outsource, and then of course concrete he's going to outsource. But everything else he's going to do plumbing. So he worked up. We can post pictures, right? Mm-hmm. So he got a lot of the walls up, and thank goodness we live on a property with his parents. Thankfully, his dad showed up, so I didn't have to be a helper. which was super nice. So I just
always
got
gets out of it.
I just got to be the re-drumming and feed everybody. But anyway, it looks really good.
Thank you.
And he put the kids to work. They had to put bolts in a ton of holes in each of the panels. So they did their job.
No, they did good.
Yeah. So what's
Family
next?
affair.
What's next for the pool?
We got to finish the steps, put the steps in, and then we anchor everything down, pour concrete.
But rock it, like little step, baby steps. Like next would be rock.
Concrete. Around the bottom, around the ring. And then plumbing, and then rock.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay.
I got it.
Like footers almost.
List.
Like footers.
Yes,
almost.
footers,
Oh,
yes,
okay,
basically.
gotcha. Okay. So this is not concrete that will be seen. It will get covered up by more.
Yeah, the rock.
Yeah.
And the plumbing.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's let everybody know that on liner day, if you ever intend to partake in this pool, you have to come on liner day and stand in the pool in your socks and hold up the liner while he connects it. Mm-hmm. So tell them where we're getting the pool from.
Is this a shout out to
I want them to sponsor us. Hey, they can sponsor us.
Pool Warehouse is the company I ordered from. They're out of Tennessee, and they give you like all the DIY videos. So their primary customers are homeowners that put in their own pools.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying everybody needs to go out and put in their own pools, because there are a lot of steps to it, and some of them are more complicated than others. But
again, he's taking a probably be all right mentality. So
me and YouTube University are going to put this pool in. So,
but they did. It was nice. Like you had told me like 2 weeks ago. I just need to be honest with you that I'm procrastinating this pool because I'm overwhelmed. Mm-hmm. Because we have figured out about Sweet Chase that he's got a touch of the ADD. When it comes to projects, he needs to get it all on paper and then he's good again. But just everything's rolling around in his head stresses him out. So we sat down a couple Saturdays ago and watched. They have one video that is like an hour and a half, and it's a whole install from start to finish over however long.
This video. Just kidding.
However long it took them, and we would like pause it, and I would type out, okay, in order how things work. So at least we have like a.
You're a great secretary.
I know I am. So I keep him organized, but it's good because we have it now, and I was able to say. He would say, write this down, because he remembered that he needed to remember something. So anyway, that's what's happening with the pool.
The pool.
I wanted to share, we both have a funny story that we wanted to share about picture day. Mine is a classic from, I don't know, when we first got started. I think. I mean, it's
way back.
It is an oldie but a goodie. And then he has one from this season. Like this is a current story. So who wants to go first?
You go ahead. Mine's funnier.
Okay. So kids will just tell you stuff. And if you work in the school system, they will tell you stuff, and they tell us stuff all the time. And we're like, oh, okay.
Unwarranted.
I'm sure that your mom would be very happy to know. Anyway, so. This little girl comes up to me, and I normally have a table with all the papers. Anyway, I had a table, and she bellies up to it like she's at a bar. She said, well, my cat died this morning. And I was like, oh no, I'm so sorry. And she was like, yeah, my mom's at home burying it in the backyard. And she was just like, whatever. And she was dressed in a spring, I'll never forget it. It was like a yellow little sundress. And she looked so cute. And I was like, well, you look really good this morning. She's like, all right. And tapped on the table and walked away like she was a 50-year-old woman. It made my day.
Probably was in preschool or something, right?
She was young.
Yeah. Kindergarten.
First, second grade. Yeah. Anyway, I have never forgotten it just because the things that happened before the school bell rings. And she just was taking it. We decided she had to be a farm kid.
Yeah.
For it not to it's she wasn't devastated. She just was like, well, cat died.
Our kids finally got used to all that dying around in the farm. We've lost several bunnies and kittens.
R.I.P.
We'll
Dolly
tell
and
that story
Jolene.
sometime.
Yeah.
But the kittens, bless their hearts. And
Okay, all right, tell your story.
So my funny story happened this year earlier in our season. It was second or third school we did. And I won't name names, but she might even watch this if she's around. But there are certain, we call them runners, that we photograph sometimes. So there are usually like several hands that are there to help with those runners. And so we're working with, one to get him up on the stool and get his picture and all that kind of stuff. And he had hopped down off the stool and was like running off, and the teacher grabbed him. Well, whenever she was like grabbing him, we didn't know what happened. I just saw the legs moving and all that kind of stuff, and we saw two little brown things go rolling across the floor. So me and the teacher that were standing there, she was trying to help us get his attention and everything. Her eyes get real big and my eyes got real big, and she goes, "Is that what I think it is?" and the assistant that was helping, bless her heart, she was trying to wrangle him, and she was like, "They're whoppers." And I was like, we were both like, "Oh, thank goodness," because we thought some poop done rolled out in the floor at this school. So
I talked to Lacey about it this morning, and I said, if that kid had picked it up and popped it in his mouth, you would have left. You just would have walked out and left.
Fainted.
You would have been like, "I'm done. I quit. It's over." Anyway, that was our. Oh my gosh, there's so many stories. I asked Lacey, said she wouldn't come on.
Oh, she will one
But
day.
they have a ton of stories that they could tell too, because
Yes.
they've been with us for a long time now.
They might tell stories on me though, so.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
We came out not can allow them to
Like,
come on. They're gonna tell stories.
is Chase a good boss? Is he a good teacher? He's a good boss. You're fun. You keep us laughing, and you bring us coffee and snacks.
Because I like the snacks too.
But it's just like this.
Yeah.
You just have to figure it out. We're like, no, but we want you to tell us specifically in English how to do this.
You don't know 20 years of knowledge about photography and just how to make it all work?
Nah, dog.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so what are you watching right now?
Paradise is on Hulu. It is an awesome show. I love like end of the world kind of stuff, and she hates it.
I can't stand it.
It's not technically end of the world.
I don't
but
need to add to my anxiety about stuff like that.
I like because I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. If the end of the world happened, I would do that.
I'm just gonna hope Jesus takes me before any of that craziness happens.
What else am I watching? Oh crap! Is that the only thing I'm really diving into? We started watching the new season of Virgin River. I have to like drag her to watch a show with me.
He's a binge
at
watcher, and I'm a saverer. Even if all the episodes are out, I only want to watch like one a week. Like I want to take it back old school and just watch one a week and let the season last for longer. I want to be with these characters for longer, and he wants to bust it out in 6 hours. Yeah, so he against his will watches some things slow, but then some things I just let him go on and do.
Yeah, but I do love a good series, good action series, Reacher and all the things too. So, but they're not in season right now. Yeah. So, what are you reading right now? Because that's your favorite thing to do. I
am reading. So I get a lot of my books from Kindle Unlimited because we already pay for that, and I don't have to pay extra. But I struggle if they have a lot of grammatical errors, and I'll just have to quit. Like I can't. I don't understand how that passed through. I don't know, even one set of hands sometimes. Like, it bothers me. It makes me really mad because there's some books that I'm really into the characters, and I just want to send an email and be like, can I edit for you, please? Can I just proof for you? Anyway, but there's a series on Unlimited, and it's something about Assassin's Guide to Gardening or something. I've read it because of the gardening. Mm-hmm. But he's a retired assassin, and he's trying to like live a normal life, and of course he gets pulled into drama. Anyway, it's really good. There's been like it's written really well, and I can't believe it's on Unlimited. Anyway,
I thought you were going to talk about The Nightingale.
Oh, I'm not over it yet. So I finished The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna, and
I don't read, so.
I tell him about it because he's not a reader, so I tell him about it. But
Did they make a movie?
They are coming out with a movie.
Man, I'll watch it.
And it's got sisters in it. Kirsten Dunst, doesn't she have a is she the older or the younger? Anyway, sisters are going to be in and play sisters. I'll take you to the movie.
Sounds good. I'll be there.
Yeah. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to do, when this whole crazy podcast thing started, was because Chase posted on Facebook, like, if we did a podcast, what would you want us to talk about or something? So I just wanted to read some of those comments so we can, say whether we are going to be talking on these things or not. So the first comment is from our friend Stacy in South Dakota. Go ahead and read it.
She's another photographer.
She is, yes.
Friend. Yeah, she says that we should do Chase and Ashley go ice fishing in South Dakota.
She is determined to get us out there in the hut on the ice.
Yeah.
And it's not what I thought it was. It's probably not what you're thinking it is either. There's like a hut with like heat.
Heat,
and
TVs.
Yeah, internet. Anyway, so there's that one, Stacy.
Yep.
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Hannah.
It'll eventually happen.
Hannah says The Adventures of Claire and Max. Hannah is our longtime one and only top babysitter.
Was basically like a nanny for a little while when you ran
when I had the event
business.
space. Mm-hmm. They were what, 3 and 4?
I don't know.
2. Anyway, she would walk in the door and I would walk out, and we would not even exchange words. She would just pick up where I left off. She was primo, and I babysat her a couple times, but I can't take credit. She's
lots of Claire and Max.
Yeah, lots of Claire and Max
stories,
adventures.
So you'll hear those.
All right, your cousin did this next one.
We should probably. She said y'all could probably make so much money just from telling stories about our family.
Yeah, we probably could.
So all the crazy.
That's
things.
Every family, yeah.
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 So we definitely have our share of crazy family members.
Yep. Okay. And then one of my besties says, I've been waiting for this. She said, I'm ready for my guest appearance. I think y'all should name it mental pause, which is what Claire calls it. When all of a sudden a word I have used my entire life just leaves my head and I can't speak. I replaced napkin with microphone, which really happened. She calls it mental pause. So I'm sure that was already taken. Mm-hmm. But that really wouldn't fit Chase.
No, I might have to be gone during that one.
Yes, we'll do a mental pause episode, and we'll just get on and talk about all the crazy stuff that's happening to our bodies. She can
be the guest host that day.
Absolutely.
Yeah, invite a few more friends that have hot flashes and forget things.
We'll just we'll set up our fans.
Then you won't be able to hear the audio.
Our fans and our Diet Cokes.
Yes. Shout out to Alex Holcomb. We didn't stick with this one because it was already taken on YouTube and all the stuff. But Todd Talk, it's like TED Talk but better.
Yeah, I tried, but it was taken.
Yeah.
So all the clever things were taken.
These darn people that are so clever.
Yeah.
I think it'll probably be all right. It's pretty clever though.
Yep. All right, this one's from my girl Tina. Tina Knight. She says, "I would love to know tips of how to not run out of gas."
You had to put this one on there.
Tina wrote that.
I know Tina.
This was right after you ran out of gas for the second time.
For the second time.
And I came to get you.
Yeah.
Who's never run out of gas?
It's bound to happen, folks. It's bound to happen.
Then we got another. Marlon asked to hear what Max and Claire are up to. They're entertaining.
Yeah. If you know them, you love them.
Yes.
So the next one is Josh Yoder. They were building our house and they were framing one day, and all of a sudden they hear us gagging and all this kind of stuff. But he said, I would like to hear how to remove a skunk from the premises.
They were on the roof.
They were framing the
Leo
roof.
had killed a skunk and put it under the steps of the camper. We were living in the camper. It was awful. I've never smelled something like that before.
To hear figure out what was going on, because we heard the commotion, and I'm looking out the window and this draft of that
garlic. It wasn't even skunk yet.
The strongest garlic smell you've ever smelled in your life.
It was awful. Did
and
we
it hit
sleep?
us. We probably smelled like skunk and nobody would just tell us.
It was in my nose for I don't know how long. But anyway, so the next morning we go out and Chase, and it was under the steps. And Chase was like, we're going to have to deal with this. Like, it can't stay here. Mm-hmm. So then he gets a shovel. He gets the skunk onto the shovel. I'm driving the golf cart, like covering up like this, gagging. He's got the shovel hanging out of the golf cart.
As far away from me as possible.
And we're trying to drive down in the pasture, like as far away to throw it. And Leo is jumping. Did he ever knock it out?
Yeah, he pulled it off.
He was jumping and trying to get it back from us. And the whole time, the framers are on the roof just dying laughing at this whole. But bless their hearts for working in it.
Mm-hmm. And then he had to have a big bath, tomato bath. Or whatever bath.
It ended up being Dawn. And something else. Yeah. Okay. Tristan says, I want to hear about your dreams lately, Chase, from Ashley's perspective. Oh.
And that's a whole episode of itself.
Chase is a sleep talker, walker, dancer, singer. He does it all. But it's only when he's stressed. So it doesn't happen nearly as much as it used to. But every now and then, he'll come out with something crazy. Mm-hmm. So Sarah says, I'm all for it too. One thing you can talk about is what it's like raising kids in today's society and how to do so in a biblical way. So that's
a very important topic to us.
We would like to have some people on to discuss that.
Yeah, a lot of Bible in what we do. Sometimes we even have to pull out the Bible and read specific passages to these children.
Like which fruit?
We're
more the gangster style parents though, because
a lot of sarcasm.
Once we say it to them one time, like we go over the fruits of the Spirit, Chase has been known to whip out the Bible and sit down and they read the fruits of the Spirit. And then from that point forward, when attitudes happen or whatever, we'll say, which fruit
have they displayed?
Which fruit is that?
Yeah.
So anyway,
but we know raising kids today in today's society is tough.
Morgan says, "I can only imagine the stories you have."
All, you want me?
I'm sorry. Go.
Am I not allowed to read them?
Well, you're a slow reader.
Well, I didn't write this, so then I'm having to process it and read it.
Well, that's why I was trying to cover.
Morgan
for you.
says, "Absolutely, I can only imagine the stories you people that y'all have about people you come in contact with."
Yeah.
Yes, lots of interesting people that we've come in contact with over the years in our schools and with our just photography business in general, and then just in life.
People try to give him stuff when he's like going to shoot their houses. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jennifer Rhodes says, anything life, family, faith, and goals.
Yep, we'll cover it all, I'm sure.
You can skip that one. I forgot to take that one out.
Okay. Stephanie
is one of our photographers.
She says she loves to hear the daily shenanigans of Chase and Ashley.
They get a front row seat. Like, they really do get a front row seat. And they could probably write a book at this point about when mom and dad are fighting. And they know mom and dad are fighting. But they love it.
Fight. We're perfect.
We don't fight. It's just when it's so early in the morning and I am not a morning person. And I've had to have my coffee 3 hours before I wanted to. And I have to do things in a very certain way so that I don't mess up. And then he's the probably be all right, let's just throw this stuff up and get on, Anyway, we can get a little like this. But
just a little testy sometimes.
By the time he breezes out of there, we're generally okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, Teresa says, I need a daily laugh, and you two are great at everything. Well, it won't be daily, Teresa, I can tell you that, because this
struggling to get it done weekly.
Yes, it was hard enough just to do this once.
Phyllis says, I would love your creative ideas, how to DIY anything and everything, and the way you both create. So we do both love to DIY, so we'll be definitely talking about that.
Phyllis is super creative.
Phyllis is creative. Yeah. I tell her that all the time. She's a talented lady.
Tiffany says she literally listened to us talk about anything.
Well,
I don't
Tiffany,
know.
you better be on there weekly.
You may change your mind.
We try not to be boring. This is our second time recording this, because the first time we were like, okay, we're we were so boring, and I was trying to edit it, and I was like, oh my gosh, how are we gonna do this?
I just finally told him this is This is Wednesday. He's got to get all this turned around by Friday.
You didn't have to tell all that.
Well, we are who we are. We're
It'll
honest.
probably be all right.
But I just said,
yeah, it was a little bit.
I'm a little embarrassed if we post that because it just was too serious. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Samantha says, anything. It's a small town, tons to talk about if we being honest. Listen, I told Chase I would love to do a Facebook fussing segment where I pull it up, but I feel like if they're anything like me, they're going to run to all the community pages to try to find that fight, you know?
They can. We'll change names, so no names are listed.
Yeah.
Casey says, please, church, family, budget, shenanigans, all the things.
Why do people keep saying shenanigans for us?
I guess we got lots of shenanigans. I guess we'll shenanigan.
Okay.
Dad joke.
That was a very big one. Alex Carson says, family, faith, kids, and your wisdom. She keeps saying we have wisdom.
Yeah.
Do we tell her or do we just let her?
I already tried to tell her I haven't got much wisdom. A lot of mistakes.
Okay, I have to read this next one. Joe says, how to turn off your car when not in use. So Chase Todd, it was his first day back from the mortgage world to the bank world, and I guess he was stressed about it or something. Anyway, he had a Honda Pilot at that time, pretty new to him because we had like
new to me, but old Honda Pilot.
Yeah, but we had sold it. We had sold like his vehicle, and when we got out of the camper, so he didn't want a car payment anymore. So he paid cash for a Honda Pilot that was, I don't even know what year. Anyway,
tell all that.
It got the job done. We called him Dave Ramsey. So the fact that I'm just saying, the fact that he kept running for hours, Chase forgot to turn the car off, and it was so old it didn't have like an auto shut off. So it sat out in the parking lot running, and then did somebody just say, is this somebody's car?
So I went and got lunch that day, and Joe was the branch manager at the time and paid for the lunch since it was my first day. And so I was like, I'll go pick it up, so everybody's busy. And so that was at noon, I guess.
And you got there at
somebody
like 8
comes in. No, but that happened at noon, and then somebody comes in at like 4 or... So close to closing time, like 4, I'm thinking. And they go, does anybody know who the white Honda Pilot belongs to? It's running out in the parking lot. So, yeah, I don't know. That wasn't the first time. I left my car running one time when I was a teenager all night long.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, okay. Chase's cousin Kayla says, I would 100% listen. I want an interview, though. I believe I have earned it. I don't think we would ever have her on. Maybe when I'm gone, she can do a guest appearance.
There you go.
And that'll just be mayhem. Like, y'all are different people
me and Kayla,
now.
We've had a lot of good times.
She knew how to give you some purple nurples.
Yes, she did. I was very self-conscious about my nipples for a long time.
Because of her?
Yes.
I think he still flinches because of Kayla, who is younger, right?
Yeah, she's like a year or 2 younger than me.
And way shorter. But she just bullied you.
Well,
she bullied you.
She wouldn't call it that. She would call it tough love.
Exactly.
No, we have a lot of good stories, so we might have Kayla on. Who knows?
Yeah.
One day. Dolly Carver says, most definitely marriage and family.
Yep.
So we'll definitely be talking about that.
And the last one is from Lisa. She says, marriage, kids, and business, which I would love to have. I just want to hear, I like to hear stories from people who have taken the leap and they have started a business. Because if you're an entrepreneur, you are stepping out on air. Like you could fail. You could succeed. Like you just don't know. And we call this, either I'll refer to it as God pushed me down the slide or shoved me off a cliff. And for most of our big things in our life, Chase has shoved me off the cliff and then jumped after me. So
I pushed you first. Mm-hmm. So, lady first.
Okay. That's so nice.
Nah, but we hope you guys will listen. Obviously, we'll do some different segments and want to do some fun things. and have some people on. So we're working on getting that. Got to get some more equipment really before we can have more people on and
we have a couch,
a bigger
for it.
space.
Yeah.
So
we got these chairs plus 2 more and a couch for how much?
like $275
on Marketplace.
$225.
They were in an event space, so they like don't smell
super
bad.
nice.
Yeah.
They ain't got no roaches or nothing. No, but thank y'all for listening. If you like it, like, subscribe, click it, share it, all the things.
Leave us comments because I like reading comments.
Yeah, only nice ones though.
Well,
We
don't
want bad
leave
comments.
us. I mean, if you leave us bad ones, we just won't read them.
Yeah.
Unless I'm feeling spicy. All right. See ya. Bye.
Bye.